Hello, everybody. We should be live if I am not mistaken. So let me see if everything works perfectly. So if you could just send a few comments and confirm that we are online, that would be great. Okay. So if I am not mistaken, we are live, but only a few participants are online yet. Okay. So as I said on Facebook or at various other places, we will make the broadcast available afterwards. You can access the whole show on Facebook in our internal Facebook group afterwards. So it is not necessary that we have all listeners right now tuning in. You could just watch the show later on. So first of all, let me say hello to Tim, who's joining our broadcast tonight. Hi, Tim. Nice to meet you. Good to see you.
Likewise, thanks.
I'm really happy to have you on the show because you have been using sports nutrition more or less, your whole life, and you know the topic really well and know to raise the right questions. And we will bring representatives of 226ers online, Linda and Leno, and you will be in touch and have a discussion with both of them. And I hope that we can answer a lot of questions that our listeners have about our new partner, 226us, and can directly address them to the representatives, Linda and Leno. But first of all, I want to say that we're really proud to have them as nutrition partners on board. We had been lacking a nutrition partner for quite some time, and it's really important for us to have a nutrition sponsor that can help support our athletes achieve their goals, which was not the case the past month and years. So thanks for 226us joining us for our journey with Team Zoot. And we hope to bring some benefit for the team members with this new partnership. And before we dive into the big Q&A session about 226us, I just want to show you the place where you can find the benefits that our team partners bring to the show, to Team Zoot. Let me see if I can bring the page online. So that is the homepage of 226us that you can just see right here on the screen. You will have maybe seen it already and will have taken a look at the page, but this shouldn't be the thing which I want to show right now. I just want to show again one more time our Team Zoot store, which also contains the entire information about our team partners. This is the place where you've ordered your team gear in November, and you can just go to partner products and see the section 226us down here, as well as all the others. For 226us, it's basically an information page. You cannot purchase the products in the team store, but rather at the 226us page as you already did for the trial package. The 226us page is password protected because it contains discount codes that are only supposed to be used by the team. So you will have to use the same code as we have it in place for the other team store partners, and it is basically PPTZ 2022. And I will make this available later on. So the codes will be shared after the broadcast, and then you can see basically all the information about the trial package. We will make the discount code available that you can use after the trial package order period has ended. And yeah, you can just see all the benefits that you could get from them. And it also links to the page from Triathlon World where you can shop the trial package. Without further ado, I would like to dive into the Q&A session. I hope it makes sense so far what I've said. If something should be unclear or not answered during the show, we will send a message out tomorrow or the days after the show to answer all things. And no, I am really happy to bring Linda and Leno on board, who can answer hopefully all questions about 226s that Timothy and maybe you have to ask or want to ask during the show. So let me welcome Linda and Leno. Good to see you here in our broadcast show.
Hi guys.
So maybe Tim, you can start by asking the first questions about 226s. We had some questions in our internal Facebook group already. People were asking if, the obvious facts which are easy to answer by you, if the products are vegan or what characteristics that they have. Maybe we can just start with questions like this. But once more, we are happy to have 226ers as a nutrition partner on board. It's really nice to have you because, as I said already, it's a must-have for a triathlete and especially long-distance athletes to have the right fuel for their activities. And yeah, we are happy to have such a great partnership and such great benefits that we can offer the team members. So thanks for this. And yeah, Tim, let's dive into the Q&A session.
Thank you, Manuel. First off, like Manuel said, we are very happy to have you as partner. I think it's very important if you take your races seriously and your training seriously, that we can train with the nutrition we can also race with, and we have a good partner that helps us get the nutrition. Can you, Leno or Linda, please tell us a little bit about 226s? Where is it from? What is it? And why should we choose for it?
Okay. I'll try to explain. 226ers is a brand originally from Spain. The owner of the brand 226er is a very good triathlete, but during his period of a lot of racing and almost qualified for Olympics, he had a bit of problems nutrition-wise. He couldn't keep in all the products he was using and started finding out why. And started to make his own sport nutrition on the kitchen table, and that evolved a little, a lot, as you all can see in the catalog. There's a lot of products.
So thanks for the answer. So there's a lot of products. I think the biggest competitor on nutrition-wise at the moment, what everyone's using is Maurten. But Maurten also has some problems. For instance, I know Maurten, I had this problem. The gels don't have any no natrium, which is unfortunate if you do a long event, especially if it's hot. Mm-hmm. How is this for 226ers? Because there's a really big assortment. Is there a plan or anything athletes can use for training and especially racing, of course?
Of course there is. The problem with nutrition, and most likely every athlete will know, it is so personal. For one person, he likes to eat during the ride on his bike. The other one cannot stand anything solid and has to do everything in a drink or by taking pills like natrium electrolyte pills or something like that. So there is so much diversity in problems that 226 try to find a solution for everybody by making so many different kind of products, which you only can tell if it works for you by just try it. I think that is the most important thing. Of course, if you look at the energy drinks, there's a lot of, I think at the moment we have 6 varieties of energy drinks, starting from only electrolyte drink until the most complex energy drink you can take. And of course, that is all personal about what is your preference during a race. So it's difficult to get in to get in deep, because there's so many differences.
So basically, for instance, the drinks go from really easy, just electrolytes, until lots of carbs and electrolytes and everything basically you need.
Yep, exactly.
And I guess the same goes for the gels, right?
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Tutu is a sponsor of Movistar cycling team, and those guys, they really have so many high demands on when they're riding a Tour de France or the Giro d'Italia or the Vuelta. They made a special kind of food with the maximum carbs a person can take. So that is the end of the range. And in between, you have like 4 or 5 other nutrition parts, depending on what race you are doing, whether how fast you are going or not, and there's a lot of in between.
Yeah, to stay with cycling, for instance, I know Jumbo-Visma, the Dutch racing team with Primoz Roglic, Tom Dumoulin, and some more guys. Once a week they train, and they do not just train the cycling, but they also train the nutrition. So they take at least 90 grams of carbs, or the goal is actually to take 100 grams of carbohydrates per hour, or as much as you can take. And they do like 5 or 6 nights. And I also try to do this with running. It's a bit difficult sometimes, but it's something that definitely helps you stay, also to go through the longer trainings, but also especially during the race. If you train your gut to take the carbohydrates, you get easier, especially the last half of the race it will be better. And that's another reason why we're excited to have a nutrition partner. And I know also Patrick Lange had this problem. So Linda, can you tell a little bit about how Patrick Lange came to Tutu-Sixers?
I think that's a good question, actually. But Tutu-Sixers is now internationally. Yeah, it started in Spain, and I think in Spain everyone knows the brand. And now they're expanding internationally, and especially on triathlon as well. And then Patrick Lange is, of course, one of the well-known people to sponsor. But also he actually contacted Tutu-Sixer because he had problems with his nutrition plan. So I think the storyline about the vegan, gluten-free, all nutrition, no added sugars. That story is really good for long distance triathletes, and then especially Patrick Lange heard about it, and then he contacted Tutu-Sixers in Spain himself. So we're really proud of him, and also Annemiek van Vleuten, a Dutch cyclist, of course, with the Movistar team, that we can sponsor such big athletes in Europe, but also worldwide.
That's pretty amazing to hear that Patrick Lange came to 226ers. So I think that's another aspect of the nutrition, that it's not only the nutrition you need, but it's unlike the other things. It's not as tough on the stomach as, for instance, the ones with maltodextrose or fructose or whatever, especially maltodextrose. So Leno, can you tell a little bit about the assortment? So there's gels, there's protein bars, there's recovery. So what kind of products do we have?
So just a short insert. If I should browse to any other slide of the presentation, just let me know. And I think you're raising a good point, Tim. You mentioned that the nutrition part is not only from light to heavy nutrition, but it also covers a big range for your health products that could support your health overall. And just let me know if I should browse to a specific slide of your catalog, and I would just go to it.
If you look at the catalog and you see all the supplements, the healthy food, and all the stuff they are making at the moment, of course, it started with something to get you through the race. But during the period of time the 226ers exists, they found out that working with products without any animal adjustments, they found out that it was easier to digest, that it can still deliver things normal products do. So the whole range expanded rapidly and explosively, and now if you want to do something without any animal products, it is possible, and yeah, that you can see that in the complete range of 226ers. They try to do everything without glutes. They do everything with, if possible, with biological products. They have more or less for everything a vegan alternative. And that is also the reason why Patrick Lange contacted 226, because he was really struggling with his stomach. And by the time he found out that for him the vegan products were perfect, that was the moment that he came to 226ers. Of course, we have all the products an athlete will use during his race, but we also have all the problems an athlete can use in his normal life, in training, or even for recovery after your race.
Yeah, if I can add to this, like if Manuel, if you can go back one slide. I think 226 is not, it's called sports nutrition, of course, and we're talking about long distance triathlon, but I think all the like the oat bars, the race bars, they all things, and you can eat during your regular days. So it's of course trying to learn to work with high energy gels, but also just during your normal lifestyle, you can add all the bars just as a healthy snack. So I think the entire assortment can improve your entire healthy lifestyle.
So we have a pretty interesting question coming up. We have emphasized that 226ers offer a wide range of products, and that nutrition is really personal. So somebody from Facebook wants to know how he's able to find out which products suit him. Is there any chance to order like a trial package we offer for our team? Can they make a specific selection of small batches? How should somebody who does not know the right products to choose for him or herself to order which items? Maybe you can spend some time on this question.
That's a good question, actually. But we also that's why we made the Zoo Team trial pack. I don't know if everyone got that link, but I think the trial pack is a good selection of the products to try, different flavors, but also different items. So I think that's the best start for everyone here. And of course, if you want something else afterwards, or just if you have any questions, you can also send us an email with your preferences. But I think this trial pack for with a massive discount for the team is the best thing to start with. It has the bars, the gels, also the drinks and recovery. So I think this selection suits well.
Okay, so this is a great first start for getting to know the products of 226s with a good price. Once the trial package period is over, we will let you know which code you have to use to go for shopping on Triathlon World's page. But as I said, this will be also answered and told in the follow-up newsletter after the show over the next days.
Then again, you get a new next discount code to order after this trial pack.
And that's maybe a good point to mention that we are, and everybody who has ordered the trial package will be aware of this. We will put the trial packages into your Team Gear orders. So we will end the trial package period over the next days, and we will get the products all in our warehouse, at our Zoot warehouse, and we'll put the trial packages into your Team Gear orders so that you will receive everything in one batch during the delivery march of the Team Gear.
But please reach out if there are any questions in between. We can always help.
So, Manuel, did any questions? More questions come up through Facebook?
No, not yet. A few people said hello from all over Europe. So Sven has joined us. Yvonne is here. Alessandro is here. So we have quite a number of people tuning in tonight, which is quite nice. But as I said, we will make the show afterwards available in our internal Facebook group. And if you have questions after the show, just post them below the recording, and we will take your questions and answer them during the next newsletter about 226s. Tim, excellent. Do you have any other questions? Is there anything else you want to emphasize about the brand? So what I found really interesting when talking about the, let's say, healthy life products from 226s. You can bring this up real quick. Let me see, share screen. This is the catalog. And if you go to the sections a little bit down below, you can see that it's not only, as we already mentioned, that it's not only nutrition, but also let me find the right page. You can get also coffee from 226s, which is quite nice. You can get peanut butter, or you can get veggie proteins. So there's really
brownies.
Sorry, yes, indeed.
You can bake brownies and cakes. It's really nice.
Or pudding, which is quite astonishing to see the entire, or the full catalog of 226s, which is really not that small. So the entire catalog contains more than 150 pages showing all the different items. So if you want to go deeper into the different items, you can obviously go to Triathlon World's page or go to the 226s homepage. All the information are available right there. And yeah, if you, as I said, have questions later on, send them over and we will answer them in the next newsletter.
Yeah, I think
so. If there's
maybe good to share the catalog as well with the group if possible, and otherwise I will put it on the website.
Yeah, good idea. We will incorporate it into the next newsletter, which is totally not an issue. So if there are not any more questions, yes, please, Tim.
I think we'll need to get someone to bake the brownies for the team camp, I'm afraid. Who has an oven for 100 people?
So good point. We will be running the team camp in April, late April, as we already mentioned during our first Team ZootCons in November. And we are already in discussions about the details of the event, and we are finalizing the schedule, what we want to do, when we go for a bike ride, when we want to have some, just general, presentations about, for example, brands like 226ers, and obviously we will bring also some test products to the team camp from 226ers, which is, I think, a no-brainer. But maybe we can at least make a few batches of brownies that we could share with the team. So Yvonne just came up with one question. So she's writing, she consumes 18 gels and no solids. Are there any aqua gels in the range? Maybe that's something easy to answer for you.
Yes, they are, but they're not called aqua gels, but they're called isotonic. And those gels, you don't need to add water. You just can drink them really easily, and they are in different flavors, so you can also choose your own taste.
And I think the good news also is with the discount we'll be getting, the price will be similar to most competitors, similar or cheaper, in fact. A lot cheaper, for instance, than Mountain, which has no salt.
And also these gels will be in the trial pack, of course.
Excellent.
Perfect. Okay, great. So thanks for your time, Linda and Leno. Is there anything else which you want to say, or have we been missing something?
No. What is also nice to know that being a Spanish brand, the flavors can be a little surprising. So you will have like watermelon gel, of course, besides lemon, which everybody will have, and especially the isotonic gels, they are mildly flavored, so it's not uber sweet. So there's a variety of flavors you will see in the catalog, which you will never find anywhere else.
Yeah, and in addition to that, I think also the recovery drinks, they have a lot of different flavors, and also with the bars, it's always a choice between like the fruit flavors, apple, strawberry, watermelon, or you want like the chocolatey coffee flavors, and that they're all in the assortment. So I think that's nice. My preference is always fruity, but my colleagues, they like the coffee, cacao, those kind of flavors, or vanilla. So it depends what you like, but I think it's worth a try.
Perfect. So we will let the trial package order period open for the next 2 weeks until mid-February. This leaves us with enough time to prepare the packages and to bring them over to the Zoot warehouse. Thank you for tuning in, Leno and Linda, for your time especially. Thanks for tuning in, everybody else. We will answer one last time. We will answer all open questions later on. So happy training. Have a good week. Keep on training. See you at the Zoot Swift rides. And thanks for tuning in, everybody.
Thanks.